All right, so we just had another moment where I got scared out of my mind. You guys don't get to see that one. How about that for a living room? Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back. On this week's adventure, we're back to one of my favorite areas. Kind of the choose your own adventure trail area. So it's just this huge greenbelt protected space, and there's tons of trails that crisscross each other all over. I mean, you could spend all day out here and hike 20 miles if you wanted to. But the reason that we're here today is I really want to share with you some really cool scenic features off of a couple different spurs. So very excited. We're already about 1.5 miles, 2 miles in. I want to try something a little bit different this week and try and cut down the episode time. I know everybody's really busy, and if it were up to me, you know, I have no problem filming and making, you know, every week's adventure 30, 40, 50 minutes. But I know everybody can't watch that. So there's a lot of really cool stuff later in the videos on my last 2 episodes that I feel like a lot of people missed out on, just because you're like, okay, I get it. I'm watching this guy walk for 10, 15 minutes. Gets kind of lame, right? Unless you're like me and totally nerd out on the outdoors and you're like, sweet, movie time, right? So I'm gonna be keeping this episode a lot short, and we're just gonna highlight a lot of the cool features. If you guys like the longer episodes, please give me the feedback below. I'm trying to do a compromise of what is gonna be able to allow me to share the most with everybody while also still doing something that I enjoy. Speaking of enjoy, this is pretty amazing, and this happened to just be right off the trail where I was just talking right now. Man, it's gonna be hard to make this video short. And I'll show you why again. Look at this massive tree. And it's because of features like this that I love to highlight on the trails, that before you know it, the video's 25, 30 minutes long. Public service announcement. If you're enjoying what you're watching, please take a moment to hit, hug, smash, caress the like button. Whatever it is you do to it, please do it now. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. And so what's awesome about this section of the trail is we're going along adjacent to a water drainage, or more like a seasonal creek, and there's these bluffs off to our right side. And what's so amazing, and we'll see if you can get this on the camera, is that we get all of this great scenery and these massive exposed root structures on these huge trees. And it's just something that is just so beautiful. We feel like we're down in this sunken valley, and we have this bluff face over here. And yeah, the vegetation is immense right now. With all of the rain that we've had. Very lush. And there's huge old growth tree off the side of the trail. All right, so we just had another moment where I got scared out of my mind. You guys don't get to see that one this time, but there's this huge vulture up in the tree here. And when we were walking, I just heard this huge whoop, 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 whoop of his wingspan, of his wings. There he is. I don't know if you guys can see. He's up there on the tree. I don't think unless he flies, we're not going to be able to really see him from this angle. Anyways, the reason that I was coming to this section is to show you these really cool rock formations. We're down in the sunken area of the riverbed, and so we just got some really cool change of scenery. Again, you can see those bluffs. Crazy, you don't know if that was a well or a sinkhole. There is a natural occurring sinkhole on one of these side trails that feeds into the aquifer system. Pretty awesome. We're getting a personal show. Birds are happy, singing for us. At least that's what I like to think. I love this little spur that takes us up to this feature that I'm about to show you guys. It's got a lot more rocks and little rolling hills with the trees. We have an open meadow area to our left, and then this is where the spur will loop around and run parallel in the reverse direction to complete its little loop. Don't worry, we're safe from this limbo tree. All right, guys, we're coming up. And of course the camera is not going to give you the full depth and scale of this, but I just love this little feature in the cliffside. The first time I came upon this, I was just taken away. I had to stop and just enjoy the beauty of it. right, so we got lucky. There's another vulture, and this guy is sitting in an area where we actually might be able to get some coverage of him. I don't know if you've all been to those Renaissance fairs where they do the bird show. The vultures are one of my favorite birds to see. Well, fail. Not a very good nature photographer. Back to the cave. Just opens up. And we'll get up here to the top. How about that for a living room? So, interesting story. I had one of my better friends ask me one time why I loved hiking so much. They have a hard time understanding how walking outside can be fun. For me, what it really comes down to is being forced to enjoy the world as it was intended at 2 to 3 miles per hour. Modern day is so amazing with all of its technologies, convenience features, the fact that you could literally press a button and be talking real time to someone halfway around the world. You know, as we get more connected with each other, I feel that connection with nature just gets further apart. And so in being able to stop, appreciate wildflowers, insects, bugs, the familiar songs of birds, that's what does it for me. I'm curious. If you watch these videos, I imagine you enjoy the outdoors as well. Is it that? Do you share that interest? Let me know below. I'm curious. What makes you want to get out and explore? So one last cool fact about this little mini cave. Right here, there is a lookout point, and also roughly right there. The trail loops back around, as I mentioned, and then if you head about another half a mile up on the bluffs, you can overlook scenic from that area. Obviously, if I was a bird, I would just fly right up there and show you the overlook. But because you guys are cool and you hang out, I'm gonna do all the hard work for you. I'm gonna hike up back around and you guys will be able to enjoy the view almost instantly. So this is the second overview area that I showed you. Hello! And then the first one is over this way. I like this one a lot better. It's pretty impressive. And so literally that tree right there is where we were just at. All right, so that does it for this week's episode. I really appreciate all of the support and you guys hanging out. Let me know how you like this new format. Obviously, I want to be able to share things with you and I don't want you to miss things towards the end of the videos if they're too long. The one con is I really do like an unscripted, candid approach. And so a lot of times when I'm out on the trail, I just film whatever's interesting or whatever comes up, and I really enjoy that because it's natural. The length does tend to carry on, but it's just a little bit different style. So either way, let's figure this out together. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. Remember how I was talking about spontaneity? So there's a deer probably about 20 to 30 yards away. He already knows that I'm here, so he's kind of spooked. I'm just trying to get us a good view. Hey buddy. I'm surprised he's out and about, unless he was bed down and then I got him. It's probably 95, 100 degrees, but we are in the shade, so it's gonna be really quiet still, and hopefully he comes up to us.